It was late in the night. I was returning home from my walk when on the way I saw these Fedole ants. They were in large number. The workers, the majors, eggs, and even the queen alex were there. It seemed like the whole colony was out there. At first glance I thought the Fedole ants were shifting nest, but soon I realized that the matter was something else. Whenever ants are shifting nest, they usually march with a sense of direction. Their movements are coordinated and orderly, and they do not rest their eggs on the ground in this manner. But in this case, the Fedole ants seemed to be in a panic. Was the Fedole ants running away from something? Were they trying to protect their eggs and pupae from some predator? Look at all those ant larvae. Some big and some small. A great source of nutrition they are for those who will feed on them. Besides the eggs and the larvae, there are also young queen alex out here. Now what could have caused the whole colony of these Fedole ants to run away? With the question in my mind, as I look around, I saw this. Now if you have watched my earlier video on egg thief ants, then you will notice that these black ants look very similar to those ants. So it appears like these black ants had attacked the Fedole ants' nest for eggs, and the Fedole ants were running away with their eggs and larvae in order to save them from these ferocious egg thief ants. And then as I looked down, I saw more and more of Fedole ants. It was a big colony of Fedole ants with numerous workers and soldiers. But how could such a big colony of Fedole ants with so many workers and big-headed soldiers be running away from such a smaller number of these black ants? A colony this big can easily defend any kind of attack on them. Just then the Fedole ants started to act strangely. Suddenly all of them looked startled, as if they had seen something terrifying. And then as I turned to the left, I saw this. Oh my god, it was a blind snake. Perhaps Indotyphlops brahminus, also known as the Brahmini blind snake. And do you know what these snakes mostly feed upon? Yes, these snakes feed on larvae, eggs and pupae of ants and termites. The Fedole ant soldiers were trying their best to bite and chase away the snake, but they could not prevent it from entering their nest. Panic struck the ants, and they began to move away from the nest area. With the snake nearby, the Fedole ants may never return back to this nest again. But they will surely find another place to nest upon, where their young ones will be safe and protected. As it was getting late, I left the area with the Fedole ants still scattered all around, perhaps searching for a new home, a new future. 2 days later, when I visited the place, I again saw the blind snake in the same area. It was trying hard to enter a hole on the rock. The Fedole ants that I had seen earlier were nowhere to be seen, though what looked like a major of some other smaller species of Fedole ants was wandering out there. After much effort, the blind snake entered the hole and disappeared. A few centimeters away, the black ants were still there. They had caught something, and they were busy in brutally tearing apart the poor thing that they had caught. Just then, as I turned my camera to the right, I again saw a blind snake, a second one, slightly smaller than the earlier one, and it was entering the hole that looked like the entrance of the black ant's nest. And then panic struck the